It's March. With it being tourney time, I have started a tournament bracket, CineFile style. We're going to do a whole movie tournament bracket with 4 different regions. The first reason we're going to start off with is horror. These movies have been selected at random. Some of them are your legendary movies that everybody knows and loves, and some of them are some of my favorites that I just wanted to have on my tournament because, damn it, it's my fucking tournament. I can do what the fuck I want to. I'm going to give you my first round matchups and my first round results of my choices. I would love for you to do the same thing and pick your choices on the first round matchups. Leave a comment of who you ranked or even stitch this video of who won your matchup. I had to throw my glasses on because I can't see shit. So I'm about to name the first matchups of the first round, the horror region. These seedings were picked at random. Don't be coming for me saying, why they match up against this and why they match up against this? Shut the hell up. Look at the movies. Pick the one you like. And my choices are my choices. Your choices are your choices. Here at CineFile, everybody's an expert, and movies bring us together. So let's have some camaraderie and talk about what we pick in the comments. Here we go. We have The Shining versus Child's Play. Matchup number 2, we have The Exorcist versus Tales from the Hood. Saw versus Final Destination. Matchup number 4, we have Friday the 13th versus Get Out. Halloween versus Cabin in the Woods. Scream versus The Blair Witch Project. A Nightmare on Elm Street versus The Conjuring. And matchup number 8, we have It versus Paranormal Activities. Matchup number 1, where the opponents are The Shining versus Child's Play. I am easily picking Child's Play over The Shining. I understand The Shining is a legendary movie. Jack Nicholson put on a legendary performance. It's got quotables. It's got things that have lived in movie lore. But I was unfortunate enough to see The Shining within the last 10 years. It was very boring to me. Jack Nicholson did a great job. He went crazy well, but it's a movie I never want to watch again. I would much rather watch the sequel, Dr. Sleep, over The Shining. So I'm picking Child's Play. Chucky is a pure menace. Chucky had me sleep with my mom for several weeks, and Chucky is very entertaining. I can always go back and watch it. I actually can't wait to watch Child's Play with my daughter because Chucky has terrified her for the 9 years of her life, and she's never seen a stitch of Chucky. She saw one trailer that popped up on YouTube, and it has terrified her for the 9 years of her life. Matchup number 2, The Exorcist versus Tales from the Hood. The Exorcist, another movie that's legendary and great. Tales from the Hood, absolute masterpiece. I do not do demonic movies. I don't know if they're too realistic or they just don't do anything for me. Not something I care to watch. I'm going Tales from the Hood easily. Tales from the Hood is an all-time great movie. It has great messaging, and Clarence Williams III, to this day, I cannot stand that man. May he rest in peace. But after I watched this movie, anytime I saw him on screen, I turned the channel. He was that great as the devil. Matchup number 3, Saw versus Final Destination. I'm actually very disappointed these two met in the first round. These two are great newer franchises that was around like my time, like when I was a teenager, kind of high school / college. And I thought both of these two were absolutely brilliant movies, total mind fucks, and great creativity on them. I'm going to have to go with Final Destination. Final Destination is my all-time favorite horror movie franchise. One is because it's my time, so I feel like it was for me. It was meant for me. And it just was so creative. The kills were spectacular. It was bloody. It was gory. And this isn't with the first one, but my theater experience for Final Destination 2 was on the level of Infinity War and Spider-Man No Way Home. All the crowd, all you hear is, oh, hey, people covering their eyes. Just a great time. I had a blast with Final Destination. No diss to Saw. Saw was absolutely brilliant, and I wish I could pick that, but it happened to meet Final Destination in the first round. So, and matchup number 4, we have Friday the 13th versus Get Out. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't appreciate the greatness of Jason Voorhees, but it just wasn't my time. I saw those movies, they scared the shit out of me, but it's not something I felt was my own. Get Out was in my time range, and at the time, it was something new, something different, and it was a black director, and I was all over it. I love black horror movies, and I just thought this added to it. It was fun, it was thought-provoking, and it was very sinister, and I loved Get Out. The only movie from Jordan Peele that I actually liked. Matchup number 5, we have Halloween versus Cabin in the Woods. This is a tough one. I really enjoyed Cabin in the Woods. I saw that late too. It was very creative and different, but OG Michael Myers, Jamie Lee Curtis did they motherfucking thing. I'm gonna have to go with Halloween. Matchup number 6, Scream versus the Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project just doesn't compete. Blair Witch Project, it was one of them ones when it came out. It had the world in the uproar. But Scream is just that nigga. Scream changed the game. It killed Drew Barrymore off in the first 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going with Scream. Matchup number 7, Nightmare on Elm Street versus The Conjuring. As I said before, I don't fuck with the demonic movies. So The Conjuring, get that shit the fuck out of here. But my nigga Freddy, if you thought The Conjuring had a chance in hell against Freddy Krueger, get the fuck out of here. I'll talk more about him in later rounds. And lastly, for the first round of the horror region, we have It versus Paranormal Activities. This is hard because I saw It at home and it was great. I saw Paranormal Activities in theaters, and that theater experience just really hits differently. I'm going to have to go with Paranormal Activities here. I actually like found footage movies. A lot of people hate on them. Is my glasses crooked? What the fuck is going on? A lot of people hate on found footage movies, but I tend to enjoy them, and I enjoyed my theater experience with Paranormal Activities. This is probably the upset of the round, but I'm going to have to go Paranormal Activities over It 2017. Now, don't leave me hanging. Don't forget to put your results for round 1 of the horror region in the comments. If you feel like I'm wrong or something, please tell me why I'm wrong, and I'm going to tell you why I'm right. All right, holla at me in the comments.